Hi, thanks for taking a few minutes to watch this short video. It's the second in a series on how to be better Bible study or community group leaders at New Life Community Church. The thing I want to focus on today is prayer and how to facilitate a group prayer. Group prayer can be an incredibly powerful experience when people are praying for each other and sharing needs and stuff like that. But it can also be really tricky, especially if the group doesn't know each other well, or if there are large disparities in spiritual maturity or even comfort levels of different people on praying out loud in front of a group. So the first tip I would give on how to facilitate group prayer in a group is you've got to make it safe. You've got to find a way to make sure that people know that if they don't want to pray or they don't want to pray out loud in front of other people, that it is okay. Oftentimes when I open a group prayer, I will say, feel free to pray out loud or silently. That gives permission to people who may not be comfortable praying out loud in front of others that they're not doing anything wrong. But having said that, you don't want to put people on the spot. I would discourage, the kind of thing where you're going around the circle and everybody has to come up with a creative prayer to say or something like that. That puts people on the spot, and it makes especially people's discomforted from a variety of reasons, right? Some of them are just shy. Some of them pray a lot at home, but they don't want to pray in front of other people. Some just don't feel like they know the group well enough to do that. And other people may not really pray a whole lot, and they may not feel like they know what to say or how to say it, or even if they want to pray. And we want to give people permission to not be in the same place and to not be comfortable with that. So you got to make it a safe place. But within that context, there are some things that you can do to sort of help facilitate. One is you could have people write down one sentence prayer and just let them know that we'll go around and read afterwards. You can do that kind of thing. You can bring in a written prayer that someone else has prayed, or even one of the Psalms, and you can go around the room and read it in the context of prayer. Those are different from going around the circle and praying and asking people to be creative on their own. Another idea that I do sometimes, especially when the problem isn't so much that people are scared to or don't know how to pray, but that they don't know each other super well, is I'll go in having asked a few people if they would be willing to lead in part of the prayer time. And then when we're taking prayer requests, for example, if Mary shares something that she once prayed on, I might ask Sam to pray for that need when we get to the prayer time. And that will sort of build in participation, which often opens up the whole room and makes everybody feel more comfortable. There are lots of different ways that you can encourage, go through the church prayer list. There are lots of different ways that you can encourage group prayer. I would encourage you to find some way to do it. Both because prayer changes us, it draws us closer to God. Miraculous things happen when we pray that I don't think would happen otherwise. But also, prayer builds trust. There's almost nothing that makes you feel closer to another person than having them pray for your needs and you praying for theirs. And so there's a sense in which the prayer time in the community group is an essential part of actually building the community. Let's be a people of prayer, people who pray together. Thanks for taking the time to watch this short video. I hope it helps.